Hey Football Army, what's up? Welcome back to another amazing episode of Soccer Flicker. Most soccer teams tend to have one main goalkeeper who plays in the majority of the team's matches, acting as a measure of stability in what can be a pretty chaotic sport. To become one of the most famous players to have worn the number 1, a player needs to have shown amazing shot-stopping abilities, as well as quality leadership skills and distribution of the ball. Today we are going to be looking at the most famous soccer players with the number 1 jersey, both past and present. Will your favorite man between the sticks make the list? Here are the 5 most famous soccer players with the number 1 jersey. 5. David de Gea. This may be one of the more controversial choices in this list, however. I stand by the fact that Manchester United's current number 1 was the best goalkeeper in the world during his prime. Joining the Red Devils in 2011, following in the footsteps of a legend like Edwin van der Sar, was never going to be easy for the youngster. De Gea began life in England as something of a scapegoat for United's downfall, making a number of mistakes and having to be replaced by lesser players at times. In time, however, the Spaniard found his feet and started to shine during some of his club's toughest times. Another goalkeeper with a strange style, De Gea is known for his penchant for making saves with his feet rather than his hands. It may seem rather counterintuitive, but it works for him and has established him as one of the best goalkeepers of his generation. 4. Gordon Banks. For most, the greatest English goalkeeper of all time. Gordon Banks wore the number 1 jersey for the Three Lions during their successful 1966 World Cup campaign and remains the only English goalkeeper to lift the trophy. Banks played a pivotal role in England's triumph, making a series of important saves throughout the tournament. While winning the World Cup will always be a high point in Banks' career, it was during England's failed defense of the trophy that he made his greatest ever contribution to soccer. In a match against a Pelé-led Brazil, Banks pulled off what is regarded by many as the greatest save of all time. Pelé headed the ball towards Banks with such venom that it seemed almost impossible to react to. However, the Englishman did it and parried the attempt away from his goal. It's one that has to be seen to be believed. 3. Gianluigi Buffon. If this were a list of my personal favorite number 1s of all time, Italian veteran Gianluigi Buffon would be at the top of it. Buffon has worn the number 1 jersey for both club and country during his lengthy career, with the most impressive thing about him being his sheer longevity at the top. Buffon may no longer be his nation's top shot stopper, but he still plays for Serie A club Parma at the age of 45. Buffon began his career with his boyhood club and returned there in 2021 after successful spells with Juventus and Paris Saint-Germain. There are few players in the history of soccer that can be considered more reliable than Buffon. He rarely makes mistakes and keeps his composure in even the most testing of moments. There are few things defenders love more than having the knowledge their goalkeeper is calm and reliable. 2. Peter Schmeichel. I think it's fair to say that when it comes to number 1s, there are few clubs that can match Manchester United's impressive roster of top goalkeepers. The final addition to our list from the red side of Manchester is of course Danish hero Peter Schmeichel. The imposing Dane starred for the club between 1991 and 1999, overseeing the development of his outfield teammates all the way to the iconic 1999 UEFA Champions League final that completed a famous treble-winning season. Schmeichel later moved to Sporting Lisbon before making a return to England with Aston Villa. He subsequently made a shock move to Manchester City in 2002, playing just 1 season for his former rivals. 1. Lev Yashin. Widely regarded as one of the greatest goalkeepers of all time, Lev Yashin wore the number 1 jersey for the Soviet Union during some of his country's best international performances. Yashin is particularly well known for his flat cap that he wore during many games during his career. This iconic garment is one of the reasons he is held in such high esteem. Aside from his wardrobe choices, Yashin remains the only goalkeeper to have ever won the Ballon d'Or, receiving the honor in 1963. The Soviet keeper was a revolutionary during his time at the top, making acrobatic saves and collecting loose balls inside his penalty area like few others ever had. It baffled and excited fans in equal measure. So guys, this was all about today's video. Share as much as you can. That really motivates us to create more content for you guys. With this, we end our video. Hope you liked the video.